Hi, everybody. Hag Sameach. Happy Hanukkah. So, some people know my story at the synagogue, but a lot of others don't. I was born in Akron, Ohio, and grew up there. I went to a conservative Jewish day school, Hillel Academy. I went there from kindergarten to sixth grade and spent my summers at the JCC at the pool. Went to high school, was in Nifty, went to Hebrew high school, was very active. Um, so it never really occurred to me during my childhood that I was different than the other kids. I always thought that I was I was one of the other kids. We were all from similar backgrounds. We were all doing the same thing. It never really dawned on me that I was biracial or that I was black. Um, Fast forward, I moved to New York. I work in the fashion industry. I also really never came across racism per se. I mean, I kind of went through my day in New York, and it never really occurred to me that I was that different from others as well. It was a very dynamic city. It was an international city. People from all walks of life, people from all over the world, and you know, I remember moving to New York and having an issue getting a cab like the first year. And that was like my experience with like racism. I couldn't get a New York cab to take me somewhere. But other than that, I never really, never really thought about it. And then obviously this summer happened. And this summer changed everything for me. I could no longer deny the fact that I am a black man. And, I'm really happy that I actually have had such a spiritual awakening this year in regards to that. Um, my first identity is my Jewish identity. I came out of the closet in my 20s, so that my second identity was as a gay man. And, it's basically taken me 45 years to embrace my Black identity. And had this summer not happened, had we not all been having such difficult conversations about race, I don't know if I would have ever had to really take on that take on that that identity. I don't know if I would have really thought about things in the same way. They say in the darkest of night, the morning is the next morning, you see the brightest light. And, I know for a lot of us, it's been a super dark year. And for me in particular, dealing with the deaths of Black people, dealing with all the divisive conversations that we're having in America, also dealing with, real fear and anguish. It's made me really take on my Black identity in a new way. And I'm really grateful for that experience. Uh, it might have been a dark night, but I am very, very happy that I got to have this spiritual awakening. It has changed me forever, and I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you. Hag Sameach. Karim, I'm so grateful to you for sharing that and for opening your heart and sharing your vulnerability and the struggle. And also just for being an incredible presence in our community. Karim is a board member and beloved member and friend, and we feel just very blessed by your presence. All week, we're going to be meeting to light our hanukkiah together, and we have different members of the community speaking and sharing a little bit of their story each night on the theme of Let There Be Light. So Karim, thank you for sharing a little bit of your story and a little bit of your light with all of us.